Can you all hear? Is that good?
Good.
Can you hear?
Can you hear?
Is that working for you?
Working for
Great.
you.
Okay. Nature is fractal in its structure. What that means is that a pattern occurring on a given scale can be expected to occur on other scales. An atom is a nucleus with electrons spinning around it. A solar system is a star with atoms spinning around it. A galaxy is a huge black hole and agglomeration of stars within the outlying neighborhood spiraling around it. These are things on tremendously different scales, and yet they are organized similarly. And so I believe this is how nature works. Once she finds a pattern that works, she applies it in many domains of temperature, pressure, and cosmic scaling. And that we are, as it were, simply the dust motes or the magnetic particles in the presence of some kind of field phenomenon which is organizing us to its will. Now, if going into nature and opening your eyes and paying attention doesn't deliver this to you, then I suggest 20 milligrams of psilocybin be added into the mix, and then I think it will come shining through. Why should that be necessary? Why should someone have to resort to what Rimbaud called an artificial perturbation of the senses to achieve this? Simply because culture mitigates against it. Culture is a closed system of thinking and values of the sort I am denouncing. And it is the greatest barrier to your enlightenment, your education, and your decency is your culture. Culture and ideology are not your friends. They are not your friends. Why should culture imprison us and somehow place a barrier between ourselves and our true humanness? You can't live in the cradle forever. You can't be clueless forever. So somebody might as well just lay it out for you and say culture is for the convenience of culture, not you. It is in fact, strangely enough, a kind of virtual reality. We have been led to think of virtual realities as something on the screen of a computer or presented through a headset, but that's an electronic virtual reality. The primary technology for the building of virtual realities is language. You're choosing to limit yourself to a cultural reality. It's a smaller world than the simple hardware you were born into this universe with. If there is one thing psychedelics do, whether you hate them, whether you love them, whether you don't give a hoot, what they do is they dissolve boundaries. The boundaries between you and the floor, between you and your friend, between you and you last week, and you next week, and they dissolve boundaries. Cultures are boundary-defining engines. That's what they do. They teach you, we do it this way. Don't go there in your mind, in your heart. Follow the rules. Follow the rules.
The rules.
Cultures are like operating systems. How can we overcome the limitation of our operating system? Well, basically, what I do with my computer when it acts up is I give it a good slap.
Give it a good slap.
And that's what these psychedelics are doing. They're saying, get it in context, my dear primate. The reason I speak for psychedelics is because that's the only thing I have ever seen work as fast as I think we have to have this change happen. I mean, if this is a culture approaching the truth? Who needs the truth?